Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to MindYourCrypto. Today we have Vechain VET daily update. Let's see what it will do, what the market is going to do, a technical analysis and the price prediction. So stay tuned. If you like the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button and share. Of course, thank you for your support, guys. Thank you so much. Let's go now and draw the Fibonacci retracement level starting from this top here, guys, 16th April. Ending down to the 19th May, and the reason I did this is because I wanted to find some important resistance levels, and you can see here the reversal head and shoulders pattern. Because it is reversal, do we say that this is the right shoulder? I don't know, guys, but okay, let's say that this is the left shoulder, the head and the right shoulder. Of course, you can see that we found resistance double top here at 14 cents, and now we want to stay at 10 cents. We have the 15 to 16 cents as our major resistance level for the very short term. Let's see now a bit the MACD, and the MACD, the situation here with most of the altcoins is that we had a bullish cross, now we have a bearish cross. How do we have to worry about this bearish cross? No, guys, we don't have to worry as long as it doesn't go like this. Okay, then yes, we have to worry about it, but for now on the 4-hourly frames we always tend to see bearish and bullish crosses all the time. That's because the RSI is above the 70, the common channel index below is above the 100 in the 4-hourly frame. So nothing to worry about here. Okay, so for now, even if we see this bearish cross, that doesn't mean that we are falling down, but we need to see higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so for now, let's go to Vechain against USDT in the 4-hourly frame to see some important things. First of all, we are having the common channel index a little bit below minus 100. You can see here we have some more room to correct, because you can see where we can go down to. Okay, guys, we have some room to correct, but for now I suppose that we won't go as further down as we did back here, because if we do that, then of course we will test new support levels. But now we are in an oversold situation. Don't forget that going here, the situation that we are going more downwards is getting smaller. Okay, the chances that we are getting a correction more for the short term are getting smaller, because the common channel index is below this gray zone here. So for now, for the RSI, we are not seeing the same, but it is good, guys. It is good that we don't see the same. What we want to see now is not higher, lower lows, but higher lows. We eventually want to see it going upwards. Okay, so that's what we would want to see, and of course, guys, that's what it must happen when we want to see an upward situation, an upward to the trend, guys, and of course breaking some important resistance levels. So for now, SSL channel, the red line is above the green line. We don't have any buying opportunity. However, we might disagree here. The yellow line, the 20-day EMA, you can see it is above these candles right here. Okay, so for now, okay, we might not look stronger enough, because we will see about Bitcoin, but I believe that we might have an upward situation. I will explain why afterwards. We are going now to an important chapter here, guys, the daily MACD. And the daily MACD, when the bearish cross happens, yes, we care. On the 4-hourly frame we might not care, but on the daily frame we care a lot. Okay, so for now, we saw this bearish cross right here, guys, and of course, as you can see, we went all the way down. What we need to see is a bullish recross and a further distance. As long as we don't see this, we got rejected here. You can see 9th May, guys, almost touching, almost going up. We wanted to have this momentum, but we went downwards again. So we need to see a more clear upward trend for Vechain in order to say that we secure minimizing the risk for the mid-term. Okay, the Bollinger Bands now, as you can see, we overextend the bottom line of the Bollinger Bands. This happens on a very bearish market, on a crash, as the opposite happens when we have an impulsive wave. You can see we overextend the top line and we go along in the top line with the top line. Now we are going along with the bottom line right here, guys. Okay, so for now this is usually a buying opportunity. However, if we aren't sure that Bitcoin has the swing high, this is not a buying opportunity for the short term, because on the long term it is, guys. And you can see the daily commodity channel index for Vechain. We were here we usually have a buying opportunity, and of course right now we are going inside this gray zone. We don't have any overbought or any oversold situation, sorry guys, but of course we want to go upwards. Of course we want to go and continue going upwards. Same for the RSI. The RSI here, guys, we want to continue going upwards. We want eventually to stop having this downward trend here for Vechain that we were seeing. We don't want to go below 30. If we go below 30 though, this will be a great buying opportunity. In case any altcoin goes below 30 for the RSI on the daily frame, that means, guys, we are clearly in an oversold situation. Most of the times this is a buying opportunity. There are small cases that it is not, but of course, guys, this is up to the game. You know, you are playing with chances, and when you minimize the risk, the chances are getting higher. You take the profits though. So for now we are going to Vechain against Bitcoin. You can see that on Vechain against Bitcoin we are about to have a shift to the momentum. I don't think we are going to see this low on the common channel index for Vechain against Bitcoin. Even if we correct a little more, we are beyond the minus 100. Therefore, guys, I expect Vechain to go upwards. Okay, I expect Vechain maybe to have a momentum shift and go against Bitcoin and outperform Bitcoin, because we might go upwards. What we want to see now for Vechain is this. If this pattern comes and Bitcoin has a swing high, then it is all set for Vechain to retest some important resistance levels. It will outperform Bitcoin in the short term, and that means this is the best for us. Okay, so we have this support level. We found resistance at 0.618. You can see how much of an important line this is, guys. Found multiple times, support level here, and of course resistance level 2 times. It is very important. And of course I didn't mean to move the Fibonacci retracement, but you can see it is very important. Okay, so this line right here, we need, even if we surpass it, then we are absolutely going to 0 point, guys, 400. That's what we want to see in order to see going upwards. But of course right now we are having the commodity channel index beyond minus 100. This is good, and the RSI, it is good that the commodity channel index was beyond minus 100, because now it can push up the RSI and we start maybe having higher lows. This is a pattern that we want to follow. Of course, now for Vechain against Bitcoin in the daily frame, we haven't lost our position yet, guys. We haven't lost our position yet. You can see here the 20-day EMA is above the 50-day EMA. So for now you can sleep calm and you can sleep safe, guys. You don't want to be afraid of anything. If we see this bearish cross, I will be the first one to tell you guys that Vechain will start to underperform against Bitcoin, and there we might have a problem. For now, we don't have this situation going on. It is looking good, and of course, if we had an overbought situation where we would see the commodity channel index above the level here, above the 100, then I would tell you that we might see this bearish cross. But for now, this doesn't happen. We have a low commodity channel index, an oversold situation, therefore a buying opportunity, and of course, we might see a candle moving upwards here. So let's go to Vechain against USDT. We have discussed many things about Vechain against Bitcoin, which is very important in order to outperform Bitcoin, and Vechain can start to move against or along with Bitcoin. But we need, if Bitcoin, let's say, moves upwards like 2%, then Vechain can move up like 10%. Okay, so for now what we need for Bitcoin is a swing high, because eventually, unlike many other altcoins, Bitcoin is a little bit above the 100. The worst thing that can happen is that we move into a top here, guys, like here, into these resistance levels, and then we fall all the way down. If this happens, then we will lose some important levels, and therefore we might go down. Okay, we don't want to lose this position right here. If we lose this support level, we are going down. upwards. Okay, we are going to retest the lower and maybe even more downwards. We want to avoid this. The 20-day EMA is still beyond the 50-day EMA, guys. We need a reversal here, and of course we need to stop finding resistance in the 20-day EMA. We need to go upwards again. We need to make the 20-day EMA as our support level and go upwards. If we don't do that, then we will be eventually falling down all the way. We need to see this, guys. If we see that, then we will see a swing high, and if we see a swing high to the 42,000 USDT, because you can see Bitcoin can grow even more, and we can see the commodity channel index being above. What I like about the Bitcoin is this pattern that we are following right here on the 4-hour frame. You can see higher lows and higher highs. Eventually what we want to see here is going even further. Can we do that? If we can, guys, then yes, Vechain will not only go to the 14 cents again, but it can test some major resistance levels. For example, the 15 to 16 cents. You can see this rectangle right here. It is very important. Okay, we might go all the way up to the top here and might break this, but we need some momentum going on, especially with the Bitcoin, but also with Vechain against Bitcoin, because we are now in a momentum where if we see a swing high, this will be great for Vechain. This will mean, guys, that we can move towards the upwards, like 27% upwards or maybe even more, but we need to see a swing high. We need right now to stop seeing lower lows. We need from here not to see a downfall. Okay, we need to see an upward situation, because if we stop here or we go down, then I believe we might see lower lows, and then eventually we might lose some pretty exciting momentum, because on the daily frame I've always told you that we haven't seen an RSI, guys, below the 30 in the historical data, and we haven't gone up yet, because according to the historical data, when the RSI was below 30 we were going upwards. Right now history doesn't have to repeat itself, and you can see that we still get this declining momentum here for Bitcoin. Okay, and as long as we are getting lower lows and lower highs, we can't eventually say that we are moving upwards, but we want to see to go upwards. We want to maintain going upwards. Okay, we want to see higher lows pattern for now for Bitcoin. We might see it going on like this. What we hope for is to remain this support level, guys, to go above. And what we hope for is to see this pattern here of having higher lows and higher highs for the daily frame. That's what we want to see. Eventually we can't stop here, but of course if we do that, this will be great shift to the momentum, and of course we will be going to 42,000 USDT. That's where we want to go. Just a little swing high will make many altcoins move towards the upwards. Of course Vechain will be one of them. For now you don't have to be afraid of anything, but if we see a momentum shift and go upwards, then not only you don't have to be afraid of, but we might see Vechain breaking some important resistance levels. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. See you soon with many more videos. Bye.